What a surprise. MetaZoo 2.0 is failing. Does that honestly shock anybody? Does it really shock anybody? We tried to tell these guys very early on that what they were doing just wasn't it. That this thing was not going to succeed. The new card format, the design, everything about it was it just wasn't good, man. It was not what the OG fans wanted, and they pissed a lot of people off. And at the time, I thought they had a good marketing strategy and a good solid head on their shoulders, but then they weren't marketing shit. That the last year has just been a bunch of silence. Like, I don't know what's been going on. I haven't been paying too much attention, but I do watch videos still here and there, and it just didn't look like people really cared, and they haven't put out a set in a while. And it's like, man, that's what's its second chance, and they're just burying it again like the last time. And now this new guy's apparently picking up the pieces. I guess he's been a part of the company since MetaZoo 2.0. The Zack guy, which he seems pretty chill. I mean, he's a big collector of the OG MetaZoo, which is awesome. But now we're finding out that he was actually in charge of trying to protect some of those rare things from going to GWOAT. And I have to ask the question, what did he protect? You know, outside of like a couple of uncut sheets that no one was even aware of existed, and maybe some of those ambassador cards that nobody can get their hands on. Like, I don't know what else was held back, because like everything hit GWOAT's hands. You know, it's kind of disgusting that he let so much of it through, and he likes to act like he was a protector of everything, and it's great. But like the majority of it went to shit. I mean, I get it. You didn't have the money to buy all those Rat Kings or whatever. It wasn't worth it to you. And you would have, which, you know, I like to hear that you at least wanted to do that, but it's still kind of concerning and it pisses me off. But I'm beyond that at this point in time. There's nothing we can do about it now. And a lot of people are saying they need to bring back OG Zoo, and they're talking about potentially doing that. And I'm all for it, you know, because like I said, these new cards are just not it. And if you want to try to combine the old artwork back into the new cards, I still don't think it's going to be, you know, much better than what it is. You know, and just like DPD was saying, and like I said on Nick's vote, which was better, the OG or the new, I was telling people, you know, the best piece of information that we got from the interview that he just did with Nick was the fact that if they do put out Legacy, you know, if it does better than the new Zoo and there's just more attention on it and people seem to like it more, they will actually go back to the OG Zoo. So vote with your wallets, guys. You know, at the end of the day, vote with your wallets. If they put out Legacy, buy that shit. Buy it up. That's all I have to say. If you want this thing to succeed, because we can argue back and forth, you know, the mistakes that they made and the fact that OG's better, everybody's biased in one way or the other. And obviously, majority of people in that vote are saying OG MetaZoo's better, 80% to 20. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, most people that are watching Nick's videos are OG fans, but that goes to speak for the new fans. Like, where are they? Because they're not passionate like the OG fans were. If you were passionate, you'd be watching these streams, and barely anyone is. And you'd be watching these things and participating and fighting for the cause, like if you cared about it, and they're not doing it. So they're just not passionate. And I'd rather have passionate fans at the end of the day. So I don't know, but it just depends on what people buy and what they prefer. And, you know, the numbers will speak for themselves. So that's what you guys got to do. Go out and buy Legacy if they print it and show them that the OG Zoo is better. If not, they're just going to continue to put out the new stuff, which I'm not a fan of. I still don't own a single card to this day. And Nick said the stuff that he opened, he actually sold, so he doesn't really care either. And I think that speaks volumes. I think it really does. But, you know, it is what it is. It's interesting times. I'm a little excited about the new, you know, announcement and everything. And obviously, I'm more happy about this guy running the company than the last guy. But at the end of the day, you know, is it really going to push us in the right direction? Maybe.